Championship, Rams take the lead. January 30, 2022, 9:33 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 9:33 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The Rams go back ahead, 20-17, with 1:46 to go for Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers. Image credit, Ronald Martinez/Getty Images. January 30, 2022, 9:26 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 9:26 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Stafford to Kupp for a huge gain to move the Rams into the red zone. January 30, 2022, 9:16 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 9:16 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The 49ers get a big stop by dropping Sony Michel for a loss, forcing the Rams to go for a field goal. Tie game, 17-17, after the 40-yarder. January 30, 2022, 9:11 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 9:11 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. A helmet-to-helmet hit by San Francisco's Jimmy Ward on Odell Beckham Jr. costs the 49ers an extra 15 yards, after a big dropped interception that would have turned the ball over. Image credit, Mark J. Terrell/Associated Press. January 30, 2022, 9:08 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 9:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Tem. The Rams are now out of timeouts and have lost 2 challenges. This could be very important later on. Image credit, Ronald Martinez/Getty Images. January 30, 2022, 8:55 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Stafford to Kupp again. Now it's a one-score game. Double up. Cooper Kupp. Hashtag RamsHouse. Hashtag NFL Playoffs Television. Hashtag SFVSLAR on Fox. HTTPS. /t.co/VYWGT5KGFCPIC at twitter.com/bad6W47WMQ. NFL January 31, 2022. January 30, 2022, 8:58 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:58 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Tem. Kupp was left one-on-one in the red zone on that touchdown. He led the league in receptions, yards and touchdowns in the regular season. I do not understand. January 30, 2022, 8:51 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:51 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The 49ers lead by 10 points after 3 quarters, but the Rams are driving. January 30, 2022, 8:48 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:48 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Tem. San Francisco got another touchdown with Garoppolo hitting Kittle. San Francisco extended its lead against the Rams to 17-7 late in the third quarter after quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo found tight end George Kittle in the end zone. The 49ers got the ball after their defense forced a Rams turnover on downs on the previous possession. On 4th and 1, quarterback Matthew Stafford lunged over the pile at the line of scrimmage, but was stopped in the air, short of where he needed to go down. The play as upheld after Rams coach Sean McVay's unsuccessful challenge. January 30, 2022, 8:44 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:44 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Jimmy Garoppolo throws to George Kittle for a touchdown, putting the 49ers ahead 17-7 with 1:59 left in the third quarter. Jimmy G. Kittle combo. Hashtag FTTB. Hashtag NFL Playoffs Television. Hashtag SFVSLAR on Fox. HTTPS. /t.co/VYWGT5KGFCPIC at twitter.com/WPARA0KVJL. NFL January 31, 2022. January 30, 2022, 8:40 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Niners moving the ball again off of a Rams turnover. Ayuk with another big catch. Debo Bulls ahead for 14 yards. January 30, 2022, 8:40 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Tem. Brandon Ayuk is underrated ammo. He's a super quick receiver and only in his second year. He leads all of the 49ers receivers tonight with 69 yards. January 30, 2022, 8:34 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:34 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Niners take over on down. Another big stop. The Rams have been making a lot of mistakes. An interception, a missed field goal, a failed 4th and 1, and dropped TD passes. January 30, 2022, 8:34 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:34 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. That's probably a waste of a challenge only because I doubt the referees will see anything conclusive to change that spot. January 30, 2022, 8:29 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:29 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The Rams tight end Tyler Higbee is out for the game. January 30, 2022, 8:22 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:22 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The Rams stopped the Niners in their tracks, tipping a Garoppolo pass. San Francisco punts and leaves the Rams on their 10-yard line. January 30, 2022, 8:02 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8:02 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. San Francisco leads 10-7 at halftime. Image: San Francisco safety Jimmy Ward ran after intercepting a pass during the first half. Credit: Jed Jacobson/Associated Press. The 49ers and Rams went to the locker room with San Francisco ahead 10-7. After one half of football in the NFC Championship game at SoFi Stadium, the Rams held the ball more than twice as long as the 49ers, and they dominated every offensive category. Quarterback Matthew Stafford connected with receiver Cooper Kupp for one score and could have had two other touchdown passes if Kupp and receiver Ben Skowronek had not dropped passes. Rams kicker Matt Gay also missed a field goal. As they did in their first two playoff wins this postseason, the 49ers did just enough to keep the game close. Their defense thwarted one potential score when 49ers safety Jimmy Ward grabbed a tipped ball for an interception of Stafford in the end zone. The 49ers got their big break on a pass from quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo to receiver Deebo Samuel, who sliced through the Rams' backfield for a 44-yard touchdown. Samuel's mobility was a question going into the game after he was hit in the knee by a helmet last weekend in Green Bay. But he cut left, ran and dove into the end zone, hitting the back right pylon for the touchdown. The Niners charged down the field with under 2 minutes left, and Niners kicker Robbie Gould added a field goal as time expired to put San Francisco up 10-7. The Niners get the ball to start the second half. Show more advertisement. Continue reading the main story. January 30, 2022, 8 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The Niners are up 10-7 at halftime after a 38-yard field goal by Robbie Gould. San Francisco moved quickly down the field on that drive. Image: credit: Mark J. Terrell/Associated Press. January 30, 2022, 8 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Deebo Samuel took a big hit. He quickly returned. Image: Deebo Samuel of the San Francisco 49ers is checked on the field after a hit in the second quarter. Credit: Christian Peterson/Getty Images. The 49ers do-it-all receiver Deebo Samuel sustained a brutal hit by Nick Scott, attempting to catch a pass over the middle of the field near the end of the first half. Scott lowered his shoulder but did not strike Samuel near the head, making the contact legal, though it appeared to be a severe hit. Samuel was on the ground for about a minute and was helped to the sideline, though he came back into the game a few plays later. January 30, 2022, 7:54 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Deebo Samuel was slammed while running a route over the middle. His head snapped back and he fell to the ground, but there was no foul on the play. Image: credit: Marcio Jose Sanchez/Associated Press. January 30, 2022, 7:54 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. It looks bad, but that is a clean hit. Image: credit: Ronald Martinez/Getty Images. January 30, 2022, 7:50 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Rams kicker Matt Gay made the Pro Bowl this season and only missed 2 field goals before now. A 54-yarder is tough, but is in his range. Seems like the whole team is doing uncharacteristic things. January 30, 2022, 7:49 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time. The New York Times. Scenes from the NFC Championship game. Ronald Martinez/Getty Images. Elaine Thompson/Associated Press. Meg Oliphant/Getty Images. 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 Advertisement. Continue reading the main story. January 30, 2022, 7:44 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:44 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Tem. Too many drops by the Rams for a conference championship game. January 30, 2022, 7:41 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:41 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. That was a surefire touchdown if Kupp didn't drop that. And that's a very rare drop. NFC Championship nerves, I guess. January 30, 2022, 7:43 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:43 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. So you dropped the other one but catch that one? / January 30, 2022, 7:41 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:41 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Akers, back from a look at his shoulder, runs for 9 yards. January 30, 2022, 7:39 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:39 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Stafford just took a shot after he let the ball go. Seems fine but was slow to get up. January 30, 2022, 7:38 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:38 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Debo answered any concerns about whether his knee was injured. January 30, 2022, 7:35 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. In my humble opinion, there is no one in the NFL who is better at creating yards after the catch than Debo Samuel. January 30, 2022, 7:37 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:37 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. It's tied at 7 with 6 minutes left in the first half after Samuel's 44-yard catch and run TD. Is Debo a creative player? Hashtag FTTB. Hashtag NFL Playoffs Television. Hashtag SFVSLAR on Fox. HTTPS. ugh.co/VYWGT5KGFZPIC at twitter.com/TTSF53RZ3 at NFL January 31, 2022 January 30, 2022, 7:31 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:31 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Stafford Cup connection gives Los Angeles the first point. Image Los Angeles Rams Cooper Kupp caught a touchdown pass during the first half of the championship. Credit Elaine Thompson/Associated Press, as they have done all year. Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp connected on a touchdown, this time in the NFC Championship for the game's first point. Facing zone coverage near the red zone, Kupp ran a corner route into the open area and caught a 16-yard strike near the back right pylon. Kupp led the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns, and is continuing that run of solid production in the playoffs. Los Angeles leads San Francisco 7-0 with just under 9 minutes remaining in the first half. January 30, 2022, 7:26 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:26 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. There's the payoff. Stafford to Kupp for the game's first score. That was the longest drive of the year for the Rams, 18 plays for 97 yards. At Cooper Kupp continues to dominate. Hashtag Rams House. Hashtag NFL Playoffs Television. Hashtag SFVSLAR on Fox. HTTPS. ugh.co/VYWGT5KGFZPIC at twitter.com/EIAGVPBWNL. NFL January 31, 2022 Image credit Mark J. Terrell/Associated Press. January 30, 2022, 7:24 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:24 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. That was a beautiful pass. Stafford faced pressure and then led Kupp perfectly toward the sideline. January 30, 2022, 7:22 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:22 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Cam Akers, the Rams' primary running back, also went to the locker room with a shoulder injury and is questionable to return. January 30, 2022, 7:18 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:18 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The Rams' tight end Tyler Higbee limped off the field, and he is questionable to return. January 30, 2022, 7:16 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:16 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Tot defense has Rams and 49ers scoreless after one quarter. Image Rams tight end Tyler Higbee is tackled by San Francisco 49ers safety Jaquiski Tartt in the first quarter. Credit Gary A. Vasquez/USA Today Sports. Via Reuters. The 49ers and Rams are divisional rivals, and now playoff rivals, but neither team scored in the first quarter of the NFC Championship matchup. Thanks to taut defense and an interception by San Francisco, both teams went 3 and out on their opening drive. Then special teams and turnovers came into play, always difference makers in the playoffs. On their second drive, the Rams moved quickly down the field as quarterback Matthew Stafford completed several passes and running Cam Akers notched yards on the ground. But on 3rd and goal, Stafford tried to hit receiver Cooper Kupp, who was double-teamed near the goal line. The ball was batted in the air and recovered by 49ers safety Jimmy Ward, who ran the ball out of the end zone. The 49ers drive stalled at midfield and they punted, forcing the Rams to start their third drive from their own 3-yard line. Show more advertisement. Continue reading the main story. January 30, 2022, 7:12 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:12 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Thames. No score at the end of the first quarter of the NFC Championship game. January 30, 2022, 7:05 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. San Francisco failed to convert off the turnover and is forced to put at midfield, but the Niners make a great play and the Rams take over inside their own 5-yard line. January 30, 2022, 7:06 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:06 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Special teams matter. January 30, 2022, 6:57 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:57 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. A Stafford pass gets deflected in the end zone and intercepted. He tried to force feed it to Kupp when the man-to-man coverage was too tight. Intercepted at the goal line. At 49ers take over. Hashtag NFL playoffs. Hashtag FTTB television. Hashtag SFVSLAR on Fox. HTTPS. Ugh. /t.co/VYWGT5KGFCPIC at twitter.com/F30ElphysQW. NFL January 30, 2022 Image credit, Kirby Lee /USA Today Sports. Via Reuters January 30, 2022, 7:02 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 7:02 p.m. Eastern Time. Alanis Thames. That was actually Stafford's first interception thrown in the playoffs. January 30, 2022, 6:54 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Matt Stafford hits Cooper Kupp for the game's first down. Then he rolls right and tosses it to his tight end Tyler Higbee for another first down. The Rams are driving. January 30, 2022, 6:48 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:48 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. That's a quick 3 and out. Sheesh. January 30, 2022, 6:49 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:49 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. That's an even quicker 3 and out. Sheesh X2. January 30, 2022, 6:46 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:46 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. The famed announcer Michael Buffer, known for hyping up crowds at the start of boxing matches, started the game with his iconic "Let's Get Ready to Rumble" line just as San Francisco kicked off. Let's get ready to rumble. Michael Buffer with the intro. PIC at twitter.com/DS9UF4XT07. NFL UK January 30, 2022 Image credit, Elaine Thompson /Associated Press January 30, 2022, 6:40 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. 49ers win the coin toss and defer. Stafford and the Rams are up first. January 30, 2022, 6:40 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. 49ers OT Trent Williams is active and playing today. He was dealing with an ankle injury and had not practiced all week. January 30, 2022, 6:30 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. Deebo Samuel has been practicing and is essential for the 49ers. Image Deebo Samuel lines up all over the field for the 49ers. Credit, Quinn Harris /Getty Images. Deebo Samuel, San Francisco's third-year receiver, is one of the most electric and essential offensive players in the NFL, and has taken a big chunk of the load catching and running the ball for the rush-heavy 49ers. That's why his health is of major concern ahead of San Francisco's third meeting of the season with the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC Championship game on Sunday. Samuel crumpled to the ground late in last week's 13-10 divisional round victory over the Green Bay Packers. After a helmet hit to his right knee and leg, Samuel left the field and sat on the bench before returning to finish the game. He was not listed on the team's injury report and has practiced with the team, but being injured and playing hurt are two different things, and if Samuel is slowed by the hit, the 49ers will have to rely more heavily on tight end George Kittle, rookie running back Elijah Mitchell, and receiver Brandon Ayuk. Samuel, who often lines up in the backfield and takes handoffs in addition to his receiving duties, can be a game changer. He caught 77 passes for 1,405 yards and 6 touchdowns this season and ran the ball 59 times for 365 yards and 8 scores. Because of his speed, Samuel has the potential to break the defense every time he touches the ball, as he has shown on 7 receptions of more than 40 yards and 149-yard run this season. Samuel was also a big piece in the 49ers' 2 wins over the Rams during the regular season. He had 9 receptions for 192 yards, a 21.3 yards per catch average. He also ran for 81 yards and 2 scores. Show more January 30, 2022, 6:15 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Oddsmakers are giving the Rams a slight edge, despite history. Image Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford directing his team's offense during the team's last regular season game, a loss to the 49ers. Credit, Q-Sung Gong /Associated Press for all the talk about the Matthew Stafford trade and the Rams' headline acquisitions of defensive back Jalen Ramsey, linebacker Von Miller, and receiver Odell Beckham Jr. en route to a title run. The team's success will hinge on whether coach Sean McVay can deploy his standout players to do something Sunday that he has yet to accomplish in 6 previous tries. beat coach Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers. Oddsmakers have given the Rams a slight edge, making them a 3.5-point favorite. That number is down from 4.5 points when betting on the game opened a week ago. But sportsbooks moved the spread because of heavy wagering on the 49ers. The total is also down slightly to 45.5 points, and the higher wagers have skewed a bit toward a lower scoring game. Shanahan has had the upper hand because the 49ers scheme perfectly counters the Rams' Aaron Donald-led pass rush by coupling physical run plays with elaborate pre-snap motions, effectively playing hide and seek with the defense. Short throws across the middle keep the lurking defensive back Jalen Ramsey at bay. Los Angeles has the added motivation of wanting to avenge having blown a 14-point halftime lead against San Francisco in its final regular season game, a meltdown that allowed the 49ers to make it into the postseason. Oscar Garcia contributed reporting. Show more advertisement continue reading the main story January 30, 2022, 6 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. Trent Williams' absence would be big if he cannot play. Image Trent Williams, wearing number 71, during San Francisco's wildcard playoff game against the Dallas Cowboys. Credit: Tom Pennington/Getty Images. One of the 49ers' most significant players, star left tackle Trent Williams, sprained his right ankle in their divisional round win against the Green Bay Packers and has not practiced since. He is one of the best offensive linemen in the league, a 9-time Pro Bowl selection, and was named an All-Pro this season. Though coach Kyle Shanahan told reporters this week that Trent's adamant that he's going, Williams is listed as questionable and is expected to be a game-time decision for Sunday's game. If he sits out, expect pass rushers Aaron Donald and Von Miller to take advantage and target 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, who is playing through injuries to his thumb and shoulder. January 30, 2022, 5:55 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 5:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. The eye test and the sea of red jerseys suggests that there are more 49ers fans here at SoFi Stadium, but the players got a 50-50 reception of cheers and boos when they jogged on the field for warm-up. January 30, 2022, 5:45 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. The 49ers defense is less glitzy, but has gotten the job done. Image Arden Key has been an underrated key for San Francisco's defense. Credit: Mark J. Terrell/Associated Press. The 49ers defense may not have the star appeal of the Rams unit, but they have gotten the job done. San Francisco were tied for the 9th best defense by points allowed this season, and gave up the 3rd fewest yards. While Nick Bosa and Arik Armstead get the bulk of the attention on the defensive line, Arden Key has been an unsung force. Signed as a free agent in the offseason after 3 years with the Raiders, Key had 6.5 sacks, 17 quarterback hits and 5 tackles for loss in the regular season. This postseason, the defensive front helped hold 2 of the best offenses in the league, Dallas and Green Bay, to a total of 27 points, and did so on the road in both cases. And the 49ers have Fred Warner, a force at outside linebacker who plays all over the field. Now in his 4th season, Warner had a part in 137 tackles this season, by far the most of the team. Show more advertisement continue reading the main story January 30, 2022, 5 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. We want to win for Aaron Donald. Image Aaron Donald of the Los Angeles Rams after beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week. Credit: Kevin C. Cox/Getty Images. The goal for any NFL team is to win the Super Bowl, but Rams coaches and players last week said they have been extra motivated because of the star defensive tackle Aaron Donald. Donald, 30, has made the Pro Bowl in all 8 seasons of his career, and has won the Defensive Player of the Year award 3 times. The only accomplishment missing on his resume is a Lombardi Trophy. TV cameras caught Donald's teary reaction on the sidelines during the final moments of the Rams' divisional round loss to the Packers last season, an image Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris said has helped fuel the team this year. When Morris was hired by the Rams in January 2021, he said he promised Donald that he would do what he could to deliver a Super Bowl. This building wants to win for Aaron Donald to create more mystique for his legacy and what it's done, Morris said, adding, "We want to win for Aaron Donald." Show more January 30, 2022, 4:29 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 4:29 p.m. Eastern Time. Emmanuel Morgan. The Rams' Super Bowl hopes hinge on finally beating the 49ers. Image Ambry Thomas intercepted Matthew Stafford in overtime to end the 49ers' win over the Rams in Week 18. Credit: Caitlin Mulcahy/Getty Images. The Rams have lost their previous 6 games against the 49ers, including in Week 18 when they allowed San Francisco to rebound from a 14-point halftime deficit to win in overtime and sneak into the playoffs. The head coaches of both teams, San Francisco's Kyle Shanahan and Los Angeles' Sean McVay, were both assistants under Mike Shanahan on Washington's 2013 team. Kyle, that team's offensive coordinator, was later replaced in that job by McVay, who was Washington's tight ends coach when they overlapped. As head coaches, Shanahan, 42, has had the upper hand on McVay, 36. But the Rams this year have closed the talent gap by aggressively building out their roster. General manager Les Snead traded much of the team's draft capital to acquire the cornerback Jalen Ramsey in 2019. And then quarterback Matthew Stafford and linebacker Von Miller this season. Wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. also joined midway through the year as a free agent. Because of their personnel bets, the Rams will not draft in the first round until 2024, putting even more pressure on McVay to finally get past Shanahan and advance to the Super Bowl, which is being hosted this season in SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles home venue. Show more advertisement. Continue reading the main story. January 30, 2022, 4:29 p.m. ET Jan. 30, 2022, 4:29 p.m. Eastern Time. Ken Belson. San Francisco's run game could dilute the Rams' formidable pass rush. Image Elijah Mitchell has been a big part of San Francisco's rushing attack this season. Credit Patrick McDermott/Getty images of the four teams left standing in the conference championship games. The 49ers have the least impressive offensive statistic. Quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't thrown for a touchdown this postseason and has just 303 yards in 2 games. San Francisco's only 2 offensive touchdowns were scored on the ground, and special teams were the difference in their win over the Packers in the divisional round. But the 49ers offense matches up well against the Rams defense. Their run-heavy and short pass offense helps dilute the pass rushing skills of Aaron Donald, Los Angeles standout defensive tackle. In their 2 meetings during the regular season, the 49ers ran the ball 75 times. In the second half and overtime of their matchup in Week 18, the 49ers rushed for more than 100 yards. In his 2 wins against the Rams this season, Garoppolo exploited the Rams linebackers, completing 29 of 36 passes for 320 yards and 3 scores when throwing over the middle of the field. So look, too, for Garoppolo to target tight end George Kittle and others on those routes in order to neutralize Jalen Ramsey, the Rams' best cornerback.